We know where these guys are. We know where they live. We know their parents.
You know them as a government.
Of course we do.
It is unfortunate. We have a picture of the man
bandit was given chieftaincy
title.
And the government officials were invited to the ceremony and they attended it. Is it not the same country where they were giving bandits wives? One state was organizing women for them.
Hello, my great and wonderful people. We welcome you once again to our today's episode of this program. And today, I beg, take your seat and sit down. You know, we have a lot to discuss. Thank God, a lot of people eyes don't they open and not be said they don't they open. People don't they come up for this country with boldness to speak to issues the way when it be said that they see it they happen. Yes, Nigerians don't take them upon themselves to make sure say they speak even if it take them the last of their breaths to reveal the truth concerning the role when the federal government of Nigeria and every other politicians they play to make sure say they aid banditry and Boko Haram insurgency when they take lives and properties for inside this country, Nigeria. You see the first video when we showcase to you from the beginning of this broadcast. Will they leave you shortly to listen to this very man for this interview when he grants to Arise News concerning these people when they destroy our lives and properties all over this very country. You know our joy not past BC. They already talking for parable say you feel suppress the truth for a while, but surely it will prevail. Now, listen to this first interview first. I'll come back for more.
Like I said, we know where these guys are. We know where they live. We know their parents.
You know them as a government.
Of course we do. They live with the same community we live.
So why is it difficult to get them?
That is the $1 million question that I should ask you.
We are trying to understand, for those of us who are now conversant with Zamfara, have never been there, and we hear you as a chief security officer speak tonight to say you know these people, but yet you can't get them. It's a head scratcher.
It is something that we are trying to all put our heads together. That is why, from what I can do as a governor, to have this CPG as a first line of defense. Of course, military are there, police are there, as well as civil defense, but they are not under my control. They are under the control of federal government. And they're
all right, my great and wonderful people. I believe say you hear the defense minister for Zamfara State, even one time governor of Zamfara State. If they come outside say, he know where these very people, when they destroy lives and properties, they know them. They not be strangers to them. Then this very interviewer ask him, if you know them, as you get power rich, why it be say you not fit do anything about them? He go ahead to explain the reason behind them. Say, even the army, the police, the civil defense, every security personnel, when they say they're supposed to use to empower themselves, to make sure say they go after these people and bring them down. They're not they under their own control, even as governor of a state, even as chief security officer or a defense minister, he know they under their control. Now, only the control of the federal government of Nigeria. Now, the federal government of Nigeria will give order to say go, and that order will be carried out to go after these people. And waiting with the way for the federal government of Nigeria, not they give order to bring the people, they bring lives and property, they cause instability against our people for this country. Then you ask yourself question, waiting the Abuja, the people when they sit down for Abuja, they do with the lives and properties of Nigeria, the blood of Nigeria, when it be said they destroy by day, when it they make them, they hold back what is supposed to save this life. This one is still the million question when it be say it they you and I mind. All right. After that very one, We will equally leave you to watch this one when it happened recently. Several times we just showcase a lot of videos for this one. Hear the reaction from the table of Arise News.
It is unfortunate. We have a picture of the man
bandit was given chieftaincy
title.
And the government officials were invited to the ceremony and they attended it. Is it not the same country where they were giving bandits wives? One state was organizing women for them. That if they got married, they would be...
Oji, look at the military fatigue the guy is wearing.
Come on.
If you dare wear that camo, the military will beat you blue-black in public. But look at him.
Wearing
a military cap.
Unacceptable.
It's the audacity and boldness of impunity. That's
bandits and terrorists are criminals.
They are altogether. We'll take the story in Katsina State, where reactions have trailed the peace deal negotiations between one of Nigeria's most wanted terrorists, Isaiah Kwashen Garwa, with a community in Faskari local government area of the state. The deal was announced on Sunday in a post on X by Zagazola Makama, a security analyst specializing in the Lake Chad region. In the post, Makama explains that for a long time, the terrorists had been linked to kidnappings, killings, and raids across forest areas in Katsina, as well as neighboring states. Reactions to the story have been divided. While some see the development as a chance to restore calm in long-troubled communities, others question the sincerity of the bandit leader, recalling the atrocities attributed to his group. I mean, look at this man out there holding a rifle. He's out there, Rufai, and meeting with community members. And this is the sort of conversations we're having right now in Nigeria. I'll take the reactions trailing the story, and then we will continue. In the meantime, here's a reaction. This is from an ex-user, wrote on X. Is the peace deal the required justice for the numerous lives that were wasted and are still wasting so many years of setbacks, not only for the direct victims of insurgency and the Northeast, but also for the country in general? Negotiating peace with bandits and enemies who held the entire country hostage for so many days is synonymous with encouraging others to constitute themselves into groups to wage war against the country with the mindset of being granted amnesty after so many years of infiltrating havoc and destroying lives. Meanwhile, a peace deal that was intended to end years of violence in Nigeria's northwest has collapsed after bandits abducted 40 worshippers in Zamfara state. The peace pact had been signed on August 28 between community leaders and bandits in Katsina state. However, less than a month later, gunmen attacked a mosque in Gidantobe village in Safe local council and abducted dozens of worshippers during morning prayers on Monday. Despite the setback, the Katsina state government is saying they support community-driven pacts with repentant terrorists, but maintain a policy of zero negotiation. What sort of contradiction is that? Rufai?
So when you see a society that the oppressors are beginning to have a very free reign, and the people that the government ought to protect, the government can't protect them, so they try to look for deals with their oppressors. These are vestiges of a dysfunctional society. You will have thought that this government will focus on that, but they'll never focus on that. They'll focus on politics. And that's why they were doing elections in Zamfara State, 5 local governments. I can't still process that thing. They deployed officers from Gombe and other parts, military officers, battalions were there. Insecurity, you will never see that kind of mass deployment. You see, because number one, the government doesn't really care about you that much. So you are left in the hands of kidnappers and bandits. You have to beg them for peace deal. And that's the dysfunctional society we live in. And it's that kind of dysfunctional society that breeds people like Bago. That Badegi FM held his feet to the fire. He felt no other thing to do. He said he was going to demolish the station. Thank God Badegi FM didn't call to him. You know how many media stations that have called to dictators and outright bullies in this country? They took him to court and he was repelled. Now he wants to look at the sermons of preachers. At a point, if care is not taken, I'm not saying he has done it, but at this rate, maybe he'll start looking at all the phones and the call log of everybody because he wants to censor thoughts. The best antidote to react, if they say you're not doing well, is to do well. But in a large regard, in a very big aspect, yes, he has gotten some successes right in agriculture, but in trampling of rights and things like that, he has not done well. Yeah. And we have to tell him what it is. In that interview, he made many blunders. And please, his chief press secretary should walk him about what they call image. He thinks he's straight talking, but he says a lot of rubbish. Just like what he said in that interview, that Borgu local government is bigger than the entire Southeast. Empirically, it was proven to be wrong. Borgu local government is not bigger than the entire Southeast. Right. So is this not the same man that told his police orderly to slap an imam or something? Yeah, and the next thing, his reaction was, oh, he was an imposter. So even if it's an imposter, you say they should slap people like that.
All right.
So you see, we have a dysfunctional society that celebrates dictators, give them a free rein to rule, to lead, to hurt, to demean. And we are meant to go and say rankadede to dictators. And when you speak out, you are told that you are not patriotic, and they will couch it around religious and tribal lines.
I mean, this is the situation that we have in our hands at this point. We have this terrorist leader who is actually on the number 9 on the DSS list, most wanted, and he's out there. His pictures are there, and he's negotiating with the community. It is unfortunate. It is unfortunate. We have a picture of the man
bandit was given chieftaincy title.
And
the government officials were invited to the ceremony, and they attended it. Is it not the same country where they were giving bandits wives? One state was organizing women for them. That if they got married, they would be...
Oji, look at the military fatigue the guy is wearing.
Come on.
If you dare wear that camo, the military will beat you blue-black in public. But look at him.
Look at him.
Wearing a military cap.
Unacceptable.
It's the audacity and boldness of impunity. That's
bandits and terrorists are criminals.
They are.
They do not deserve jollof rice. They do not deserve chieftaincy titles. They do not deserve any form of negotiation.
No.
The law of the land must be made to follow its course.
Well said, Dr. Batin.
All right, my great and wonderful people. I believe say all of you don't see that very video from the table of Arising News. Now, we're not getting much to talk about that issue again because we just bring all these things to let you know where our problem lies. Our problem is from the table of the president of the country, from Abuja. Yes. Now, they no one make we free from this very jungle justice where all of us there. Just as you hear that very man from the first video talk, say they no fit move hand, they no fit move leg. Even if they put knife for your neck, if they not receive order from Abuja, they no fit tell anybody to go after those people when they say they want cut your throats. Now, only Abuja fit tell, even to the extent of Boy Scouts to say carry out action against insecurity when they be say it will feel the effective. If Abuja not give order, then they say even as a governor not fit give order to common policeman to arrest anybody, no matter the trouble when they be say it the cost against the people. All right. I will leave you to share your opinion with us on the comment section concerning that very one. Even as we leave you to watch this other video, we'll come back for more.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. I come in peace. The fact remains that if everybody continues to keep silent in what is going on in the country at this present circumstance, things will continue to go wrong. Meanwhile, we can't stop speaking until things get better. And as a matter of fact, for this country to be better, the judiciary and the security agencies need to reach a concrete agreement in a situation whereby the judiciary must learn to pass fair judgment to everybody according to the constitution of the country without being compromised into favoring the rich or the political elite. Then the security agencies as well must learn to take orders and immediate action once the judiciary have passed a fair judgment according to the constitution. Because the ideas of continued detention of somebody who courts have already set free makes the judiciary system irrelevant. And a country where there is no rules of law, we all know what it means. A country without rules of law is like a building without a wall. I don't need to explain much. You already know what I'm talking about. So, this is what we need at this stage for the country to be better. Because sometimes I wonder if the constitution being used by the judiciary system is different from the one the security agencies use. Because the court will judge and say so person have been set free according to the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of the country. And the security agencies will say, no, we are not going to release him. despite the judgment of the judiciary system, they will still detain the person and say, no, he must remain under our custody. Who does that? Who does that, my dear country? All these errors have to be corrected for the country to be better. And that is just nothing but the truth.
All right, my great and wonderful people. I believe say you hear that very one from this man on uniform. This one, na Nigeria soldier, na it they speak so. A country where it be say uniform men to say the law of the courts not fit get effect over them. Then they above the law. You will not say there is no way when it be say issue, no will ever day. You know, if problem dey for the land, I believe the only way to bring settlement na to see wetin the law talk from the side of the judiciary. But today, judiciary don become child play because all of them dey compromise. No one want to be say e hand dey clean to fit reprove others. The few ones want to be say they dey okay, their voice dey silent. Whereas the ones when they say they're supposed to stand to speak, all of them they part and parcel of the corrupt system. You see, say where would they go? They very far. We pray, may God help each and every one of us. All right, I'll leave you to share your own opinion with us in the comment section, even as we draw the line of this very broadcast here. We will see you again when we see you. Remember, we love you all. Bye-bye.